Connor Johnson, and this is my internship presentation. So, how did you find slash arrange the internship? So, what I did is I utilized previous experience working with individuals with special needs, and I reached out to a board member who happened to own a respite and habilitation agency called Arizona Home Based Services. He was also my boss in the past and was happy to hire me again as a respite provider for my internship. After speaking to him, I reached out to Sister Montoya just to confirm the position was approved for my internship. And so, what were your responsibilities in the internship? So, the name of my role is a respite slash habilitation provider. So, these are two separate areas of responsibility that you can be hired on to do just respite work or habilitation. And what I did is I told my agency that I was happy to do both. And a lot of it is going to depend on who they assign you to work with. Um, but so what respite work is specifically is it provides short-term care and supervision in accordance with the member's person-centered service plan. The goal of the service is to provide a break for the caregiver, and this service can be provided in the person's home or the community. So, um, essentially, what you're doing, kind of like what it says here, is you're giving the caregiver of the person that you're assigned to a break for a few hours. So, typically, a caregiver is going to be the mom or dad, um, or some kind of family member, and you could play games with them. You could take them out to eat. You could um, play basketball. Whatever is going to keep them happy and safe is something that you're going to be able to do with them. Now, habilitation is self-help skills taught in steps to develop more independence and confidence. So, habilitation includes a variety of methods such as special development skills, behavior intervention, sensory and motor development skills, and they're all designed to maximize the functioning of persons with developmental disabilities. So, this could be anything from helping someone learn how to pour water in a cup or make themselves a meal, do their laundry, whatever's going to help them become a little bit more independent. So, how did you benefit the site where you served? So, my job site was in the home of the person that I worked with who has autism. And the family members, or better said, the caregivers, they benefited in a lot of ways. So, um, the work that we do, it reduces caregiver stress, it prevents caregiver burnout, improves mental health for the caregivers, strengthens family relationships just because once the caregivers come back from their break, they tend to feel a little bit more rejuvenated. Um, and it gives them time for self-care. They can go to the gym or they can go and do or spend time on hobbies of things that they don't tend to have time to be able to do. Um, it helps them maintain employment and fulfill their job responsibilities. Provides them peace of mind just because, you know, if you're a respite rehabilitation worker, you're going to be trained to work with people who have special needs. Um, and, it's good support for the siblings of those who have special needs because sometimes they may not feel like they get as much attention. So parents can, focus a little bit more on them during this time. And it helps families continue caring at home rather than reaching a point where outside placement becomes necessary. Because the last thing you want is a married couple deciding that they have to put their special needs son who's in their 20s living at home um, in a facility that's going to take care of them outside of the home, just because their responsibilities are too much, and the fact that we can go over there and give them a break can help prevent that from happening. So how did you benefit personally from the experience? So working with someone who has special needs has helped me become a more patient person, and I've developed more empathy and understanding of others' challenges and limitations. I got to develop a friendship with someone who struggles to make friends on their own. The person that I worked with was pretty nonverbal for the most part and struggled with anxiety and a few other things. So it made it hard for him to make any kind of friends. Um, and I worked in a setting that allowed me to analyze family dynamics within the individual's home. So on that note, course connections. So in Family 220, our parenting class, we learned about the importance of problem solving. So this skill is very important while doing habilitation work because people who have special needs deal with a variety of issues. It can get pretty complex. Habilitation work is meant to help someone with special needs learn activities of daily living, and it's common for the person you work with to avoid or not want to work on these things because it can be difficult for them. So problem solving skills can be beneficial in this role because you may at times need to think of ways to help someone practice their habilitation activities when they don't want to. Um, and then in Family 400, Family Theories and Dynamics, we've learned about the locus of pathology, which refers to the source or location of the problem that is causing a person's symptoms or difficulties. So working with an individual in their home gives you the opportunity to see this each day. Over time, you may start to notice patterns that happen in the home and then make the connection to why the person you work with behaves the way that they do. So would you recommend this site slash experience to other students? I would definitely recommend this role to anyone who's looking for an internship, just because agencies are always in need of respite and habilitation providers, so there's plenty of opportunities. And this also gives you the opportunity to be in a role that pays you while you do your internship. And then one thing I would recommend is to get information about the person the agency wants to assign you to work with before making a decision about an internship. Some people can be a little bit more difficult to work with than others, so I think that's important just to make sure that you're getting assigned to someone who you feel like is going to be a good fit to you. So Arizona Home-Based Services contact information is below. The link is for where you can apply on their website, and the company phone number here is for anyone that wants to get a little bit more information. They'd be happy to talk to you. They're always looking for caregivers. I attached here something from their website, basically that just says that they're always looking to expand their team because there's always people that are in need, um, of respite or habilitation work. There's plenty of opportunities out there. So this is definitely something that I would recommend to anyone that's looking to start their internship. And that is the end of my presentation. Thanks so much.